my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
basically like, oh, sections like Canton's on top and Mansfield's on bottom. So you see how Mansfield is in the green attire here, and Canton is in. I'm not gonna have you do anything complicated. The referee's gonna hold his hands up like this for amount of points. I need you to tell me who got the points and how many.
Alright, so they're gonna point the direction, right?
They're gonna have, they should have wristbands. See, he has red and yellow, or red and green. Red is gonna be, you're gonna figure real quick which one red represents, which one green represents. So I just need you to tell me, you're just gonna say who gets the points.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Give us a talk so we can get us on level.
Correct. I need you to start talking.
Hello? Testing.
Oh, is he at number 1?
Testing. Okay. Talk.
He's in the position that Dylan and Nicara was in. Just keep talking.
Alright, testing. Oh.
Where's your microphone? Just here. Yeah, there you go. Maybe this is the issue. Keep talking.
What was your day today?
How's it sounding?
Oh. What was that?
Can you confirm that he has the orange cable going in his box?
1 second. Yes, he does.
Thank you. Can you be using his headset for a second?
Can I see that? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, hello, testing, testing it now, hello.
Okay, not working.
Hello, testing. Is it something up there? Because
We did a switch up here, so I have to talk again, please.
keep talking.
Testing.
Keep talking.
Testing. McDonald's still here?
Just keep talking until they say otherwise.
Alright, testing.
Kev, I'm gonna go check some wiring and see what's up, but we're not getting anything right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You can stop. They're checking some wiring right now. It has to be down here, or I mean up there. Because, so this lights up means that it's getting power down here. So it means the problem is upstairs. So they can't hear you, right? So the problem, if this is off, that means that this isn't working. The fact that this light is on means that it's working down here. So they have to plug it into a certain spot upstairs, which basically means that the problem was upstairs. John, what's up?
Testing. Alright. We're good, right?
John, are we good?
Yeah, we can hear well.
Okay. So is it set? Does it sound good?
Sound should be good, yes.
So they're gonna. So this button right here is so if you have to cough or mute yourself, this is how you mute yourself. So let's say you cough or need to say something to me, just make sure that nobody can hear you. So this is talking directly to the rectus of the person in your ear right now. This button supposedly lets you talk directly to them, and it will go off onto the air. Oh, hold on, something works.
If I need to off, I just do something.
Yes. And so there's going to be two people out at the same time, so there's only going to be two people at one given time. There's going to be one person from Mansfield, and there's going to be another person from Canton. And I'll handle all the technical bits and everything. And I just need you to tell me, you're just going to talk about what the score is for each individual person.
All right.
And so these will be everybody that's going on for that team. So this will be Canton's, this will be Mansfield. That's be everybody. Everything is spelled out phonetically here. So there's Zach Zabate. Why am I blanking? So over here, there will be points. So you can win by pinfall, which is pinning the person's shoulder blades to the mat. So the big thing's back here. If that touches the mat, that'll be a pin, and that'll be over. The match will be over. So you're going to see a series of two people fight each other. And it'll keep going and keep going and keep going until you get to casually bigger and bigger people. But if they don't win by the pinfall, you can get points by a takedown, so it means one person is on top and bringing them straight down to the ground. Hello everyone and welcome to Mushroom Gymnasium. I'm Kevin Brake here with Will Santos, and we're here to bring you varsity wrestling action featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Mansfield Hornets here on this January the 11th, 2023. We thank you so much for joining us here on the Canton Community Station, Comcast 8 and Verizon 43. We will be joined by the people on the student station later in this broadcast at the conclusion of the boys hockey game. It's been quite a good one for the girls hockey team right before this, and it should be a fun night of action here on the mat, which is made up of several different sections, and they have laid them all out and closed them right down with tape. It should be fun tonight, shouldn't it, Will?
Yep, it should definitely be an enjoyable one here, as the Bulldogs, they currently sit at
2 and 6, and the Mansfield Hornets a little bit around that same area.
Yeah, so this should be a very exciting matchup, both from the Hogmock League. So if tonight goes the way as planned, then Bulldogs will win. If it doesn't go as planned, then Mansfield will win.
Absolutely.
Please preview the game for us.
Absolutely, and it is going to be, this is the first division matchup between these two teams. The Mansfield Hornets have switched over to the Davenport division. So this will be the first meeting between these two in the varsity wrestling action. The Bulldogs here have a slightly smaller roster, around the same size on paper, but due to injuries and different JV players, they're about the same size. And so the Bulldogs looking to come off, they just came off a victory in their last match of the tournament that they had just played earlier this week. So it is definitely going to be a contest for the Bulldogs to bolster up their record. They have new head coach Nick Matt, who is a CHS alum from 2018 and was on the wrestling team 3 years, and his senior year was the captain. He was also the assistant coach last year for the team, so familiarity right there. Both teams very young, a lot of freshmen, a lot of underclassmen. I believe there's no senior. There are 4 seniors, 5 seniors, 6 seniors on the Mansfield side, and only 1 junior. And for the Bulldogs, there are a handful of seniors and just the singular junior and the singular sophomore. So very young team starting out here, and they're definitely working to build and progress and get better as time goes on, building their skills and getting ready to take down the other guy.
I agree, Nick. Now, the Bulldogs are led by their 2 captains, Julian Prentice and Captain Zach. They are 2 very good fighters, as many of the times they usually win.
There you go, and then you have Anika Varies, the junior captain, being the third captain right there, and it is going to be certainly a match to be seen here. You'll have both the males and the females. I believe there's a female at least on both sides. They're going to do the different weight classes, but it should be a fun night. You'll see a lot of different action and a lot of people learning, and a great time to just see a sport that doesn't normally you get to see as much.
Yep.
And of course, Jillian Print is a multi-sport athlete. So is Liam Shea and Roy Ritson. A lot of the players that played on football team for Canton are on this varsity wrestling roster. It looks like we're getting ready to start off things here. Or not. And so the way these matches will go is they'll have each match, so this is a whole meet, and you'll have two people going up against each other. It looks like we're going to start pretty soon here. As the clocks are getting set, you'll have a match and it'll have 3 periods, 2 minutes each, so 6 minutes, and you'll get points based on whether it's a takedown, reversal, escape, or near fall, or plethora of others, or a pinfall immediately ends the match.
Should be a very exciting matchup, Nick, as the Bulldogs are about to get ready. Here comes Declan Monahan.
And now coming wrestling right over there, trying to feel each other out, trying to figure out what the process is. Oh, going right up and under. You now got the lock, trying to get that leverage. All about the levels that you get under. You see get under, going for the double it, but not able to gather it. Oh, now traps the arm. And now traps the arm. Now the Bulldogs, you don't want to have both knees onto the mat. You want to have one free. And it looks like they're struggling right outside the end there. And now trying to take him over, trying to push him over his back. At this time it is still 0-0, 1:25 left to go in the first period as the Bulldogs looking to try to get for the escape there. Does Declan Monahan. And now trying to slide out and trying to gather the positioning here.
Very competitive fight right here.
And they continue to tie up here with the locks right here, feeling each other out, trying to get the different levels, trying to gather that right a little bit of motion to gather the advantage needed. As they're still knotted at 0 here with less than a minute left in the first, and now they're just he's got that single leg trying to either swing him over or bring him down to get him down to the mat to get at least that takedown. And that's going to be a takedown for the Bulldogs. It'll be 2 points for the green. So the Bulldogs lead here as that will be a takedown. 2 points for the Bulldogs.
Really good move by Declan Monahan right there as he ultimately gets that win.
There you go. So there goes Jake Tron trying to get out and trying to get at least the escape point, as it has been 2 points for the Bulldogs here. And now he's just trying to keep him away, getting a bit on that riding time now, which could benefit him in the long run, getting that extra point at the end.
5 seconds.
And it looks like we're going to end the first right here, and that's going to call that. So the Bulldogs will be up 2 on the Mansfield Hornets in this opening contest. So we'll see which sides.
I'm sure Coach Nick Matt is happy about that.
It looks like the people get into referee's position, and the Mansfield team, the Jake Charm, will get into defense, and Canton will get into the offense. Now the start, pops the hips right back up, and then trying to get out to the leg. That's an escape there, so we're at 2-1 right now. And now picked up. And now just trying to gain leverage and just trying to get everybody into this here. So the periods can continue as we have the neutral position here. You saw the reactions right there, and the level changes are incredibly important. So you got to have, so at this point you saw that Mansfield took the defensive, Canton took the offense. 2 points there for Canton, so it's now 4-2.
Really good effort by both fighters here, Nick. Kevin, sorry.
And now we're continuing here, and it keeps wrestling him down, keeps trying to get that riding time up. Oh, almost an escape. They're not going to give it to him. And he's going to continue to wrestle and trying to get out of the predicament here. It looks like he has the arms wrapped around the chest. And now trying to roll him over for the pin. The pin would automatically end it. And 4-2 at the end of the second period.
Really good effort by Declan right there. As you can see, Canton leads 4-2.
And now you see that Canton will be in the defense position and Mansfield will take it up, and Tryon will be trying to gather those points back as he has that minute to try to get forth and try to prosper. Oh, coming over. Canton will get the escape. Oh, no, we'll take it for the takedown. It was a reversal, so it'll be 6-1 Bulldogs. And now just trying to get him onto his back as you see Julian Prentice just giving some instruction, giving some stuff there, and that's a pin. Bulldogs take home the first one of the day.
The crowd goes wild as Declan Monahan wins.
Declan Monahan wins by pin. And that will be the first one there.
I'm sure that's relief for him right there as he gets his first win of the season.
Oh, absolutely. It could be, yeah. And then we have Ray Akadak coming in for the Dogs. They have the handshake. Ray immediately going for the single leg. Ray trying to get over, and that's a big takedown. Ray is doing, he's just going to get it right up at the head. Got the arm. Chicken went behind him. It was going to pin him, and that's going to be it. That's going to call it. Oh, just got to get that blade down.
What a takedown by Rayshard out of that.
And almost immediately.
Just 20 seconds in.
Ray just immediately takes him down like it's absolutely nothing. Ray just being an absolute beast on the court there.
Exactly, Nick. Exactly, Kevin. As Rayshard, as you can see right there, is very happy about that win.
Absolutely. He won it in 20 seconds and immediately went for the single leg. And then after the single leg, went right for the pin. And that's all she wrote right there.
Really shows how talented these freshmen on Canton are.
Absolutely. And he's on the JV squad, and he has a promising future right here. Does Ray Akadat.
As you mentioned earlier, Mansfield is pretty experienced, while Canton, on the other hand, is a little inexperienced. Tell us more about that.
So as they're taken to the field right now, the field to play, Canton absolutely has a big freshman base. So they only have about 13 or 14 active wrestlers right now. 8 of those are freshmen. Now we've seen both of them win. Both of the JV team, both of the people representing JV winning their match, either by pin or pin towards the third period, or just a pin within 20 seconds. The Bulldogs continue to build up that momentum.
I'm sure going to the locker room, head coach Nick Matt is very happy. Is going to be very happy about that. Potentially an upcoming win for Canton tonight.
Absolutely, that could definitely be the case there. And you see the Hornets warming up here. They have a big base of 6 seniors, and then they have the one junior there, Dylan Delch, and so it's definitely going to be the case of how are their freshmen going to perform, because they have a solid block of freshmen as well. About 9 or so.
Sorry to cut you off right there, but I just realized that Mansfield has no captains on their team. Is that right?
I did not, when I received the roster this afternoon, I did not see any captains on the list.
That's very
interesting. There are 2
interesting.
captains on the list. So there are 2 captains for Mansfield, 3 for Canton.
Here's the Mansfield Hornets warming up.
So it'll be Samson. So it'll be Sam Conley and Colton Johnson, who are the captains for the Hornets. As the Bulldogs have Zach Zarnervi, Justin Prentice, Julian Prentice, and Anika. So 3 for the Bulldogs there, and the 2 senior captains for the Hornets. And it is certainly going to be practice coming here, and the Bulldogs looking to get that big win, and the Hornets looking to come and gain the advantage and pick up some W's of their own.
Definitely, I'm sure the Mansfield head coach is not very happy about their results so far. I'm sure they're going to come out of the break fresh, welcomed, and, well, hopefully Mansfield, not hopefully, but obviously, but let's see if Mansfield wins.
We'll see if they do, whatever it be. May the best team win. And Michael Peller is looking to gather his team and just trying to gain the advantage here going into the tournament that they're playing this Saturday in Woburn. The Bulldogs are going to be facing a tournament of their own right in Cohasset this Saturday at 9 a.m. where they'll be facing the Cohasset High School, the Bristol Plymouth Regional Technical School, and Narragansett Regional High School.
Very interesting, Kevin.
So it is definitely going to be a sight to be seen here as we bring you varsity wrestling action featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Mansfield Hornets here on Canton Community Television, Comcast 8 and Verizon 43. We thank you so much for joining us here on this lovely evening as these two new division rivals meet for the first time on this very mat.
Expect a very big rivalry between these two.
It's going to build and build and build.
Exactly.
So this is the second home meet of the season for the Bulldogs. The first was a loss to Sharon, which was 54-21. Bulldogs 2-6 on the season through their tournament play, and they're going to be continuing to gather that momentum as their team motto is that nothing is given and everything is earned.
Well, I guess that's sort of a fact because everything is earned.
Nobody's going to hand you anything. You have to work for everything that you gain. Everything that you need, everything that you gain, you have to work for and accomplish in yourself. Nothing's handed to you.
Everybody can agree with that, Kevin.
Now, as the Bulldogs continue to get ready in their own section here, we see the Mansfield team warming up, and there is Tessa Johnson, who will be wrestling tonight. Tessa right in front of you in the lower right-hand part of the screen. And of course, trying to get the defensive positions down. And everybody, you'll see the girls can wrestle with the boys and vice versa. There are 14 traditional weight classes. There is the 106 division, the 113, the 120, the 126, the 132, the 138, the 145, 152, 160, 170, 182, 195, 222, and 285. And for the girls all-state, which would be just the girls' league, it would be a variety of weights here. I believe there's 8 or so, but each student athlete must have an MIAA minimum weight control certificate to participate in each high school's wrestling program. Now, according to the MIAA, the girls must be certified in both the weight classes, the traditional and the girls' all-state.
Sports aren't easy. You have to earn it.
Absolutely, you gotta earn it. You can't expect anything to be coming from you. You can't expect anything to be handed to you. You gotta continue to just grind every day and gather, earn that respect, and earn what you get on the mat.
Life is in fact a grind, as you can see right there. The Mansfield Hornets are getting ready for their big matchup against the Canton Bulldogs.
Absolutely, as they continue to go after that, you're definitely going to be the matchups between Sam Conley and along with Colton Johnson against some of the other senior captains for the Bulldogs. And you have Julian Prentice, who is an incredible multi-sport athlete, and Zach Zavei, who will definitely be there. As the music hypes up and it looks like the Canton Bulldogs are going to enter out onto the court here. And as they run out onto the mat and get ready, have their entry music, rounds the side here, and it's definitely going to be a night for some wrestling action. As they gather around and running right around the court, getting ready and warmed up for this action here against the Hornets.
I'm sure the Bulldogs are hyped with this music, one of my favorite songs of all time.
Absolutely, as they're definitely going to be ready and willing to do whatever it takes within the rules to gather the victory here at their home mat in their home gym. And it is definitely going to be one to be seen here on Canton Community Television.
You mentioned Julian Prentice tonight. As you said, he's an incredible three-sport athlete. Football, he is courageous. Wrestling, he is great. And in lacrosse, he's even better. So, as you can see, Bulldogs are getting ready.
Absolutely, and it's definitely going to be quite the scene to be said here as the teams stretch out, doing just what the Mansfield Hornets did, and now they're getting ready for this one right here as stretching together. A team that stretches together wins together, and that's what they're trying to do right now.
Exactly, Kevin.
So if we go back to those earlier matches between Declan Monahan and Jake Trine, it was definitely a battle of wills there. Declan had the better offensive positioning and gathered the majority of the points in that one. The only point for the Hornets was on the escape from one of Declan's holds. So Declan had the advantage going into the third and final period, but eventually pinned Jake's shoulders to the mat. And that was all she wrote. That was the end of that matchup, where Declan winning by pinfall.
I'm sure the varsity Dogs were hyped up by Rayshard's performance, and I feel like that momentum from Rayshard and Declan's fight will carry on to the varsity match.
Well, absolutely. Richard came in just immediately, and he just immediately shook the hand, and as soon as that was the blue, he shot straight in for the single leg, grabbed it, slammed his opponent down to the ground, and after that, his opponent didn't seem to know what exactly to do. But after Richard continued, 20, 30 seconds later, he pinned his opponent's shoulders to the mat, and that was the end of that matchup.
Really shows how talented of a fighter Rayshard is.
Absolutely, and on the JV squad in the freshman time, he is just beginning his time now. Imagine if he sticks with us, how is he going to continue to gather his momentum and continue to build his skills as he goes for that single leg, brings down his opponent in practice once again.
All you have to do is stick with it and improve.
Absolutely. And now the two teams continuing to get ready for this one, getting ready, hyped up, performing their own special sort of rituals that they've developed to get themselves ready and in the mindset to the shot that you're seeing right here, right now.
I don't have an exact quote, but before the game, the Canton Citizen highlighted Owen Sasson as one of the best freshman fighters on the team.
Oh, there you go.
Kevin, elaborate on us with that.
Well, Owen Sasson, of course, continues to be one of the best freshmen on this team, and he is at the 220 weight mark, so we'll be seeing him a little bit later on in the night. But it certainly must be technique sound, and of course Mansfield's going to want to counter that and use their own technique and their own strategy to counteract Owen's technique and strategy to benefit their own and bring them up and get the victory.
Wrestling is definitely a game that is very hard to compete in.
It's definitely a sport where it's definitely a lot of strategy. It's little moves and a little levels and a little changes, the sudden turns that could really make a difference in everything that you do. And Owen, why don't you go down and give us, how can you win in these certain ways? What are some ways to win here in the varsity wrestling action?
So basically, you can win by pinfall. You must have your opponent on the back and their soldier blades touching the mat. Win by points. If there is not a pinfall, highest point total wins. Way to score points, takedown equals 2 points, reversal equals 2 points, escape equals 1 point, and near fall equals 2 points. Near fall for 5 seconds equals 3 points. Near fall as a result of injury or bleeding is 4 points. Ride out control is 1 point at the end of 3 periods. If one wrestler has at least 1 minute for riding time than their opponent at their second caution equals 1 point. Technical fall, when a wrestler has lead of 50 points wins automatically. Win by decision, wrestler has a 1 to 7 point lead at the end of 3 periods. Win by major decision, a wrestler has 14 point lead at the end of 3 periods. Win by default, a wrestler wins because their opponent cannot continue. And finally, someone can win by being achievable by DQ or forfeit.
Absolutely, and those are the ways to win here as the teams continue to spar and get ready for this contest as they go now to the middle circle right on the Bulldog.
I'm far from the biggest wrestling fan, but this should be a very entertaining match today.
Absolutely, as the meet continues to progress, and we'll see even more and more as the teams getting huddled and get ready and form that team bond that is oh so important, because at the end of the day, wrestling may not be forever, but the friendships and the social skills that you have are going to carry on with you for the rest of your days.
I agree.
Now they're getting ready here. Looks like we're ready to start this varsity. contest.
The Bulldog crowd was obviously very hyped with Richard's fight. They should be very hyped up for diversity as well.
Absolutely, and you could see Julian Prentice, the senior captain, was very into those junior varsity matches. He was looking, he was shouting, he was leaning in. All his attention was on what was happening on the mat right there, and that is what you want to see from a captain.
Yep, I was on the same team as him during football season, and I have to say he's a very good captain and a very good leader for the Canton Bulldogs as the national anthem plays.
Let's get ready for some varsity wrestling.
Here comes the captains.
Shaking hands, everybody getting ready. Sportsmanship, the name of the game. Besides wrestling, of course.
Yep.
See Ken getting ready. Psyching themselves up for this meet here. Absolutely. And now getting set and getting ready to go. Everybody getting some instructions here as we continue with this one. The fans in the stands, very intensely focused.
Best fans in Hawk League, Kevin.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Opinion.
And now as you see Richard Alcadat continue to come right there. And it looks like Anika Varelli, Anika Varelli, going to be coming to the mat here, the junior captain.
Big fight for the junior captain.
And she'll win by default.
Explain that decision, Kevin.
So she won by default in terms of nobody wrestled her, nobody wanted to fight. There was either nobody in her weight class or the person that was in there didn't want to compete. So there was either nobody available for her to fight, or winning by default, there was nobody available for her to fight. A wrestler wins because their opponent can't continue. It was forfeit. She won by forfeit. There was nobody there for her to fight. You can't wrestle the ghost.
That's true.
So the first two have been by forfeit.
So it seems like it's tied 6-6. Is that true?
It looks to be. And he'll win by forfeit as well. Gotta have those matchups ready.
You always gotta come ready game day.
Bulldogs to get ready. And Nate will win by forfeit. So we've had multiple forfeits here, 12-12 so far. It looks like we're going to have our first contest of the varsity evening.
Big fight right here. Here it goes.
So it looks like we're going to have senior captain. Oh, he's going to grab the leg, trying to get that single leg. And just trying to drag him down. Now grabs the hold of the neck. Gets the head in between, and now he's going to go out of bounds. Fast and furious right here.
Very intense.
Senior captain for the Bulldogs coming right after it.
Bulldog sideline's very hyped.
Definitely keeping a close eye on this one here. Oh, rounding it out, just trying to get the... Oh, he's got the single leg here. Bulldogs now trying to grab him up and trying to leverage those hips and get on a different level. Trying to get on the different level, brings them up. Now he's still trying to go after those shoulders. Now just kind of trying to flip him over. Just trying to rattle him around. It'll be 2 points there for the Dogs. Or excuse me, 2 points there after the reversal. So now on to the other side, the Mansfield Hornets in the offensive position, the Bulldogs in the defensive. And he's going to run all the way out, breaking the hold. So Canton will be in the defensive position, and Dylan Deach will take this one. As soon as they get the scoreboard fixed here. So the junior Dylan Deach versus the senior Zach Zavelli, and he'll be starting from the bottom and now picking up at the top. After he has the waist lock applied here, he's trying to break the hold, and now breaks it out. There'll be an escape for the Bulldogs as they are tied. Bulldogs up. Excuse me, they are tied with 1 point in this matchup against the 2 points of the Hornets from Dillon. And now 30 seconds left to go in this first period. Feeling each other out, gathering, trying to feel where each other is moving. That's why they have the hands extended, and now he has it straight up there.
Very talented fighters, as
very, very tactical, very calculated, trying to get the leverage advantage here. Multiple media representatives. Oh, and then slides right out. There'll be another 2 points after the reversal there. And Dillon will lead it at the end of the first period, 4-1. And it will be green to choose. And Zach defers, so he will pick either offensive, defensive, or neutral in the final period. And so Mansfield Dillon picks neutral to start the second. And hyped up, each team's trying to gather their momentum as they're picking it up right where they left off. Goes after the single leg again, now trying to get a double, but Dillon's not letting Zach have it. Oh, trying to go for the single leg, but ducks out underneath it. Oh, and then taken down. It'll be 2 points for the Hornets, and they're buzzing around.
huge takedown by Zach on Mansfield.
And Dillon escapes there, so it'll be a point for the Bulldogs. So now they're equal here. 6-2 the score, Mansfield leads. 12-12 is the overall score for both teams. This is their first varsity contest of the evening that has not ended in forfeit. Reset, now they're at it again. Grabbing the bicep, trying to gather some leverage, trying to get the level change. Oh, it slides down. Went for the double leg, but Dillon had it scouted. Now on the outskirts. Now if they go out of bounds out of this gray circle, they'll have to restart the hold, restart the session, as you've seen so far. a couple times. Now, went after the head to chop the head, not good. And so with 45 seconds left to go in this second period, both teams are tussling out, trying to just feel where each other's gonna go. What moves, which way? They're gonna go left, they're gonna go right, they're gonna go for the leg. And it looks like there's gonna be a takedown there. Multiple takedowns there for Dylan Ditch.
Huge takedown by Mansfield right there.
He continues, and he's gonna just try to get him on those shoulder blades. If those shoulder blades touch the mat, it's over. We saw in the JV contest. And now just trying to use those hips. The hips are a lot of power. If he shifts his hips to the left or to the right, depending, if he shifts them to the right, he could throw off the opponent and get the escape at least, and then skirt around. That would get the reversal.
The round ends.
So at the end of the second, the score remains for the Hornets 8-2, and the Bulldogs will take the choice of where they want to start this period.
Very exciting game so far, Kevin.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Comcast 8 and Verizon 43. The community station is getting ready to start the third and final period between Canton and Mansfield. And now they're feeling each other out, trying to gather everybody away here. Got the knuckle lock. Oh, going for the single leg. Now he's got him up, and he's going to just bring him out. And Dylan, wise beyond his years there, sees that he is on one leg, close to the edge. Let's get out of there.
Yep.
Tessa Johnson, who's been warming up on the side there in the green jacket this entire time. Choosing their positions here. It's in the 132-pound weight class. Oh, just climbing it over. And now it's going to be a takedown for Mansfield again. That'd be the third or fourth time that's happened.
Another huge takedown right there by Mansfield, as you just said.
And he's got him in a hold. He's got him at least around the neck. Oh, you got to have the arm in between the head and neck. There'll be another 2 points for Mansfield. And now he's just trying to escape. He's got the legs trapped. He's got him in between Dylan's got his legs in between Zach's legs. And then he's smothering him at the top, making it very hard for him to get up. As it should be 12-2. Only a pin would help him here. As he is still gets that 1 point. So now they're back at the neutral position. Tries to go for the single leg again, but Dylan keeps blocking it. It goes after the head, but this time takes down. Great attempt there. You saw that Zach went for the takedown of the midsection, but then Dylan went right after the legs and took him down. That's been his Achilles heel. That's like the 4th or 5th time.
He's off to a very good start so far.
Absolutely, 14-3, and this one's about over.
This is a big win for Mansfield as Dylan Detch, he gets the win, most likely.
He'll pick up the first win for his team.
Here comes Matthew Sika.
Matt Sika coming in for the Bulldogs, the sophomore at the 138-pound weight division.
Mansfield Hornets very excited on the sideline.
They're seeing if it's 12-3 or if it's going to be 14-3. They're having troubles with the scoreboard operation here. So it'll be Matt Sika coming in for the Bulldogs, the sophomore.
Overall, good start for Mansfield tonight.
Looks like Leo Papalidis is going to be competing for the Hornets.
I like the name.
Papalidis?
Yep.
As the score is 16-12 overall, Mansfield leading. Here at the Mushville Gymnasium. And that was a great match that we just saw here. You saw that Zach keep wanting to go for that single. It kept digging, but Dylan kept backing out and had to reverse for it almost every time. And when he didn't, he knew to get out of dodge and get out of that gray area, which forced Zach to break up the hold.
Really shows how talented of a team the Mansfield Hornets are, and how talented of a coach Mr. Michael Pyler is.
And now we have our second contest of the night that will not end in forfeit here, as we have Matt Sika facing off against Leo Papadidis. As they are, as you can see, you can hear the slapping and just the tussle. There's a different energy from what we just had the last match. You can feel the two moving the place around.
Especially from the sideline, as you can see, head coach Nick Matt is yelling at his players.
He is on a knee at level with his team, giving them instructions. Julian Prentice is not taking his eyes off the action whenever something has happened right here, on here.
Here comes Sika.
And Sika on top. Sika just trying to force him, but he's in a difficult position. His leg is in the other man's hands, and that's going to be a takedown for Mansfield. Leo will take the first 2 points of the contest. Now Matt's going to have to figure out a way to either at least escape or reversal.
Great takedown by Papadidis right there.
Matt has the head, and where the head, he had it for a second where the head is. If you have the head, the body's going to follow. But Matt is in a terrible predicament, trying to get out of here. 45 seconds left to go in the first period.
He's trying to get out of the situation, but Papadidis is not letting it happen.
So the core of where everything moves is the center. So if you put all your weight on the center of the body, it's going to make it very hard to move anywhere to go. So you see Matt just trying to crawl, trying to push him out of bounds, because he sees that as the only reprieve for what he's dealing with right now. Sika continuing to just try to get out. And Sika can't be pinned because he's on his stomach. Your shoulders have to be pinned to the mat. So there's a lot of riding time that's being accrued by Leo right here, which might come into play at the end of this. And Matt finds his way out, trying to break the grip right now. Just a few seconds left, and he's going to go right back down.
What a takedown right there.
But congratulations to Matt Sika. He found a way out. He didn't give up, and he kept fighting and eventually got his way up.
Yep. At first, it seemed like, well, didn't really seem like a great round, but at the end, sort of turned into a positive. As you can see, he did not give up. He did not give up.
And Leo chose to pick the defensive position, as he had the choice in this second round. And Matt Sika will be in the offensive position. Combined, they'll be in the referee's position. Sika is now going to have a chance to gather some points here. Still not an insurmountable lead. And it's only been 2 points. Just a takedown will put that right at 2 points apiece. Sika now trying to get him down, and just no takedown. They're not saying that's it. So then Matt still, he's got the arm barred. But now it's being picked up. Leo had the leg for a second. Now Matt's bringing him, forcing him down, trying to wrench him down. Again, it's all about where the head goes, but it's going to be 2 points for Leo as he had the leg, and eventually it was too much for Matt to handle. Matt's back in the predicament he was in just mere moments ago.
Just really shows how big of a talented player Papadidis is, and how talented of a team Mansfield is. I mean, just look at this.
Papadidis just trying, he's not letting go, and he is putting the pressure right where it needs to be, and Matt breaks free, putting him onto the board. 4-1 to score here in this particular matchup. Julian Prentice continues to shout encouragement for his team. Oh, it goes after the single leg. Abandons the upper body and goes for the single leg, but it'll be a takedown there as he got too low, and Leo a little bit too high and forces the takedown, 1-6. And now he's got the arm chicken linked here. He's got a paste behind him. Now it's going to be strapped up and around it again. He's riding him. He's going to put all the pressure on the back and the midsection, making it really hard for Matt Sika to get out. Got to move those hips. You've got to be able to just break the grip a little bit. Just try to do a quick motion just to get him off of you, basically.
Matt Sika just can't get up.
Papalides, making it awfully difficult just to maneuver, covering those hips and covering the upper body, making it, he's actually got the arms wrapped around the midsection, making it hard for him to turn it all. And that'll be the end of that one right there.
Really good effort by Papalides right there. As you can see, Matt Zika, a little disappointed. But still, he did not give up.
And it looks like Leo might have won.
Let's see what the ref's decision is, Kevin.
They're taking care of just the sanitary issues here. It's a very close-knit sport. Obviously, as you've seen, the two teams are very closely tied into each other, very literally. And so obviously the sanitary measures being employed and making sure that that is going to be a high priority here.
Obviously, these two teams are in the Hawkmock League, so tonight's matchup will obviously be very high in spirits, as these teams, they want to beat each other.
Oh, absolutely. You've seen, we've talked about it numerous times, Julian Prentice is the loudest cheerleader for his team. All of his attention is focused, his entire body language is focused on giving instruction and helping his teammates. And you can see that everybody on the Canton side is focused on what is happening in the match, trying to give them some encouragement. You see the Mansfield side looking on and seeing, okay, how can we get better? Okay, this is how we can maybe beat this guy. How do you beat somebody? Maybe I can use that for my match when it comes into who I'm facing.
Exactly, Kevin. Let's see what the ref's decision is.
So I believe we're going to go for a third round. And that seems to be, okay, he's getting checked up by the athletic trainer, Kristen. Who I talked to earlier, as we will go on a little bit later. There's boys hockey and girls hockey happening over at Ponky right now. So I said, Kristen, well, I thought you would be at the hockey rink. And she said, well, I can't be in two places at once as much as I want to be. So she had somebody help her out and is taking care of the athletic training at the Ponky for the girls and boys home hockey matches that are happening here tonight. So she is here at this very contest.
She's a very talented athletic trainer, as usual.
Absolutely. How did she help you when you were on the football team?
Well, I haven't really talked about this much, but I actually suffered a concussion during the football season, and Mrs. what's her name? Agloff. Mrs. Agloff, she was a big contributor to me coming back on the field ready and healthy. So for that, I thank her.
There you go, Kristen Aguilar. And now we're going to be back for the third and final period. And Matt Sika back after it, and he'll be at the neutral position. Sika coming right back after Leo. He's only down 5 points. Leos needs to seize. Oh, that's a double. He took his face. He cut him out right from under him. They're not going to say it because Matt got up immediately. It's a takedown right there.
Papalides, what a takedown right there.
Leo's going to continue to get his face grounded into the mat there. Got to keep that face up. And now he's got to find some way. You see everybody in the Bulldog sense just yelling, face up, face up. Don't keep your face into the mat. And try to get your wrists free, try to get your arms free. He's got his arms barred right now. He's got a half Nelson, now he's got a full Nelson. He's breaking in. Matt had a chance to get up, and he does. Uses his hips, and he's back down.
Really shows how talented of a fighter Papalides is. As you can see, Zika just can't get up. Even if he gets up, he has to take it back down. Obviously, with great effort.
And he's just got to keep moving, try to keep moving around. The good thing is that he can't be pinned right now. He's on his stomach. So if he flips over, he would pin Papalides. But he has to be able to move his hips or move his arms to get that leverage, to get that movement, to flip the other man over, or at least get him off of his back. As the right time has been astronomical, and it is 9-1 right now in favor of Papalides. So Canton won the 2 JV contests. Mansfield looking to see if they'll peel off the 2 contests in varsity action that did not end up in forfeit. Sika just trying with all his might to either get out of bounds or to find some way out of this.
Obviously, Sika has 100% effort right here, but Papalides might just have more.
And
As
he
you can
doesn't.
see, absolute takedown right there. Mansfield Hornets have to be happy with this.
And he'll take the Papalides. Leo Papalides will take the 9-1 victory in 3. And the Bulldogs will take the next loss there.
Here comes John Mooney. Also known by his nickname, Monster Man.
The Monster Man. We'll see if the Monster Man can stop Tessa Johnson here in this contest. So the Monster Man, John Mooney versus Tessa Johnson. They'll shake hands for the sportsmanship, and they'll come right after it. You know, John Mooney looking to gather. Now, the rules will apply the same when it's the male and female. It's the same as if they're wrestling the same gender. So there's no changes here. You can't tuck at the headgear, obviously. Can't tuck at the clothing. The rules are the same right now as they were in the previous matchup.
Exactly, Kevin.
And now they're continuing to feel each other out, just trying to get those arms. You see them just trying to get a hold of the head, of the shoulders. As you saw how prevalent and how well that worked out for Leo Papalides. And now you see the Monster Man, John Mooney, trying to get his way in. And trying to get past Tessa Johnson. Getting down, you see his level change. He's a little bit lower. He goes for that leg, now got the double leg. Tessa looks to be going down, but she pulls him out. Gets a hold of the midsection, and now she's at the head, and they break free. So we're still tied at 0-0.
Great effort by Tessa right there.
Going after this. See, you're feeling each other. They're grabbing each other, trying to get a hold, but they're also seeing which way they're going to go. Because if you have a hold to somebody's arms, you can tell which way they're swaying or not.
Yep, very competitive fight right here.
And it's nice to see anything that's just sportsmanship being shown. You saw the handshake between Sika and Papalides, and it'll be 2 points for the Bulldogs as they'll take their first lead in varsity action. As he's doing what Papalides did to Matt Sika just in the last contest. And he's just going to ride it out. He's got 22 seconds, as now Tessa Johnson has got to be the one trying to figure out how to get out of this predicament, as she is just slide out, and there'll be 1 point there. So it's 2-1 score. Bulldogs up in this particular matchup here on Canton Community Television, Comcast 8 and Verizon 43. Oh, and she takes him down. Oh, there's a chance to pin him. Oh, just as she was about to have the pin, the buzzer sounded, and that was the end of that.
I'm sure she would like to have at least another 10 seconds on the match right there. As you can see, Canton is leading the round 2-1.
So, as you see the majority there, they're going to defer. So you'll have Mooney will defer to the last round where he'll pick the position. It is now up to Tessa Johnson, who picks the neutral position here.
Coach Matt obviously wants a big win right here.
You're always going to be looking to your coach to see where you want their position to be. Instructions being yelled at here. Oh, taken down. Oh, and she has a chance to pin him, but he's only got one. No shoulder on the back of the mat here. 2 points. And it will be Mansfield taking the lead.
What a takedown by Tessa right there, as you just said.
Taken down. Oh, now she's got him wrapped around the arms. And now he's going to find an escape. Oh, and she's ripping him down. Now he's going to get up to a vertical base here and now break the hold. Tessa has locked on him. Trying to break those fingers apart, and he'll get the point. And he'll tie this one back up at 3. Now back up at the neutral position. Tussling around here.
Very competitive fight.
Now you hear the Bulldog side yelling, shoot. He's going to shoot in at those legs, which has been where he found success earlier. Shoot and lunge. Get towards the single with the double leg. Coming right after Johnson. As she has his arm right now, but he has her leg grapevine. And now he gives up the head. And Sika's out. Excuse me, that is the end for Mr. Monster Man, as the monster has been quelled.
The Mansfield crowd goes absolutely nuts, as you can see right there. The crowd, and especially the sidelines, they're very happy about that.
Absolutely, and Tessa Johnson picks up the victory here, pins him in the second round.
Mansfield head coach Jared Archer and head coach Michael Paller is very happy about that. Mansfield now leads 25-12.
Out onto the periods, Jamie Heredia coming out.
Two very talented fighters.
The heist now going to be 2 points there for the Hornets. Trying to get up and around. They slide out here. Just trying to leverage his way out. You know, just closing him out of bounds, and they're going to call right there. 122 left to go in this first period.
Mansfield leads 2-0 in the round.
I think Cameron Sequoia is out there. It'll be and now back up after action. He is resuming after being out of play here. So it'll be Cam Sequoia versus the freshman Jamie Pereira. Now Pereira looking to gather momentum, trying to get out. Looks like he had a Nelson. Oh, he's going to go out to the legs, but doesn't gather any momentum there. And finds himself back into the position where he's on bottom. He's got one of those, he's got a half on there, he's got the full. And Nelson, oh, just trying to pin him, trying to get those shoulders to the mat. Oh, sliding up and out.
Mansfield has been very consistent tonight.
They have been employing a strategy that's been working this whole time. And now there's a chance here. Oh, he's going to run. Oh, just trying to get those shoulders to push. Use his body weight to push over one Cam Sequoia. And he is stuck in the same position here.
Seems like it's going to be a win for Mansfield once again.
And nope, no pin, nope. And that's it. They pinned him just shy, 8 seconds left.
As the crowd absolutely just goes wild, especially on Mansfield's side. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, they are now down 31-12.
So it will be Cameron Sequoia with the pin in the second. And Sam Conley, the senior captain, who is visibly jacked, is coming out into this one.
He sure spent a lot of time at the gym. As you can see right here, Robbie Blockstein, freshman. He's about to fight.
Now see, Robbie has the height and could be the reach advantage, so he could use that to get away from the much stronger competitor.
And it seems to be a takedown.
And that is a takedown, and Robbie is in a very bad way. 10 seconds.
10 seconds in. Mansfield's now up 37-12.
Once Conley had a hold of Blockstein, once he had the midsection, that was all but over.
Very unfortunate for Mr. Blockstein. Obviously, the Bulldogs have struggled thus far tonight, but don't count them out. Obviously, as you can see, the game is far from over.
So Blockstein went up, but you see there, that was a freshman going up against the senior, but it was the weight class right there. And now the next matchup coming over here. The Bulldogs down 37-12 overall. Liam Shea out for the Bulldogs. I believe Liam should be a senior at the 170-pound weight class. So Liam still 0-0 here, closing in on the minute mark.
I'm sure Liam Shea really wants this win.
Was one of the only few seniors on the Bulldog squad. And it would be Odin Miller, so it's senior versus senior.
The Bulldogs obviously need their seniors tonight.
So Odin Miller versus Liam Shea. Still 0-0, under a minute left to go here. Odin looks for the high crotch hold, but it is not there. And now Liam wrestling him, just trying to get a hold and flip him over. Odin looking to use those hips, but Liam continues to have the leverage right there. He's doing a different play. Now sweeps the leg, brings it back down, so the escape was null and void. No points, still 0-0. Liam hoping it'll be a takedown for Mansfield, who's coming alive. And Liam is done. Liam had it for the majority of that, but once the takedown was happening, it was only a matter of time before he was swung around, and that was the end.
Obviously, Canton, not a great performance so far. 0 wins.
Well, no, they have won by default on a couple of occasions.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They have won by default twice.
My bad. But here comes Daniel Harn, is that? I'm not sure.
It looks like there is Nate Paler. And it is indeed Danny Harn coming in here at the 182 class. Now grabs the leg right there. And it'll be a takedown for Mansfield. 2 points right there, 30 seconds into the first round. That's true, they've been doing almost the same technique, but it's been working for them. Pins that leg back. And a chance, oh, he's got the head down, and he is stuck. Stas Matsika how to get out of this. And he's got his shoulder, he's got one shoulder blade down. He can't let that other one go down. If he does, that's it. He's bridging out, and they're gonna call it it. He bridged out with the legs, but the shoulders are the things that matter.
Yeah, another win for Mansfield, 49-12. Mansfield head coach has got to be happy about that one. Here comes my boy, Rory Wrightson.
Rory is a big man. So Roy Ritson coming in for the Dogs.
I thought it was Wrightson. Anyways, here's Rory. Canton needs this one. Rory's obviously one of the best performers on the wrestling squad.
Oh, he takes him down almost immediately. 5 seconds in here, he's going to get that last shoulder down, but he is preventing it almost immediately. It's amazing, he just took him by force. And he is keeping that shoulder up for a remarkable amount of time. He's got it barred right now. He's got a hold on it. He's chickling, and that's it. Roy picks up a huge victory for the Bulldogs. Big pin for Rory.
That one as one of their seniors, Rory, picks up a huge win. As here comes Owen Sasson. One of the best freshman fighters on the team.
There goes Owen Sasson, ready to come into this one.
CHS.
As they're coming right out after this one here. Owen Sasson now trying to gather his momentum and slide his way in. Trying to use that base. You know, you notice that the shoes here, there's no heel on the back of the shoes that they're wearing to make sure that they are all centered to the ground and make sure that everybody has the same advantage. There's no different advantage for everybody. So they get heelless shoes. So it's hard. Both men trying to use those hips to toss the other man down. We've seen it being done with those, taken down at those single or double legs, but neither man has seemed to go for either one of those, as they are just keeps it at the head. And now Sasson, now they're both right at the back, the base of the neck. And trying together. It looks like that'll be Colton Johnston. For the Mansfield Hornets as they continue to just try to file their way in. Yes, indeed. One of the two senior captains, breaking it loose. Now, he's holding his own right now. Continues to fight out, and that's the end of the second. He's going to tell him to defer. Owen's going to defer here. And Colton will take the down position, so he'll take defense. Owen will take offense. And he gets into position. Oh, he's got that leg grapevine. He's got that leg. That leg, you take out the base of it, man, he's going down. Owen has got him up on 1 foot. And you can't push a man's face like that. So after you can't grab the face mask like that and it results in a point for the Bulldogs, that could be the difference at the end of this one.
Violations, you just can't do that sometimes.
It's not only a violation, and you can see why he was doing that. He was hopping up on 1 foot, and he's trying to grab whatever he can. You can't grab any part that is not part of the human body. So he grabbed the mask to try to balance him because he's only on 1 foot. But you can't do that. You can understand why he did it, but you can't do it. Owen has got that big body lock. So he clasped the hands. So there's a certain way that you have to hold your hands together. And Owen did it in one of the few ways that you cannot. So now they're tied 1-1, both on technical fouls. So he looked like he had it in an S grip, which is where if you grab your hands together and you clasp them, it makes it look like an X. So if you put your two knuckles, your two top knuckles into your other hand and grasp the two top knuckles that way, that's the X grip, and it looks like that's what he had. And it was an escape there for Mansfield. And they're going down to the mat. Owen has a chance here. He is riding him. And Owen is controlling the pace right here. He is down. And it'll be 2 points for Owen. He takes the lead. Well, now Owen is on top of him. Owen going after that leg and brings him right back down. So he was getting up. Johnston was getting up, but then Owen right back down at him. You're right. Kansas Citizen telling him that Owen Sasson, the best freshman. Possibly, but he's hanging with a senior captain for the other squad.
I mean, it really shows how talented of a player Sasson is. Keeping up with the senior is something to be proud of. My senior captain is something I have never heard of. Overall, very good round for Sasson so far.
So he's going to go back on the offensive, and Jensen going on the defensive here. Owen looking to gather that arm. Avoids the arm, goes to the leg, and is going for that single leg, breaking down Johnston, but now Owen is on the bottom, and Johnston is going to be taken to the top, and he has to swing around just a little bit more to gather those 2 points. Here in the second period, less than 10 seconds left. Owen trying to avoid it, and he's on the bottom here, but he is trying to force himself up, and Owen will end the period leading by a singular point over Colton Johnston. So Colton will he'll get the choice here whether he wants neutral, top, or bottom. So he'll take the defensive position on bottom, and Colton will take the offensive on top. And these 2 minutes are going to decide it all here. Only 1 point separates them. And remember, this is a freshman versus a senior captain. And this has gone to the third round, and it has been a highly competitive on both sides. Owen escapes up 4-2. You cannot get further on the spectrum between senior captain and freshman. And Owen is leading 4-2 at this point. He's led for the majority of this contest. Owen continues, and you see he's rotating those hips. He's using all of his body to then move the person. You got a lot of muscles there. You might as well use them all. Engage every muscle you got. And they're engaging right there. He's got the hand wrapped around the neck. Owen's trying to figure out a way, but Colton trying to get just 2 points in a minute. That's all he needs to at least tie this one. They come down to the riding time. Nick Matt giving some incredible encouragement to both teams. To his team at least. Very passionate, as you see. Coach Dave Bohane for the football team who's been at Canton High has his hands on his head. He is very focused on this one. Julian Prentice now looking on, but that's because he's up next. Looks like we're going to have a medical stoppage here. 36.4 seconds left to go. In this one, Owen a little bit gassed, but he is holding his own and he is winning. It has been an incredible match, and you've seen Owen, he's used his entire body to move the other man. And then when something's not working, he switches. He's not stuck on one thing, trying to make sure he's not going after the same thing, even though it's not working. He sees something's not working, he's going to change to the next thing. That's what's been really benefiting him. All using every power that he's got and changing when he doesn't have, when he can't get something he wants, he switches to the next thing. And that is what's really been working for him in this match against Colton Johnson.
Exactly, Kevin. Effective strategy, effective results.
And Colton is really trying to get past. He's really kind of been on the defensive for most of this. As you see, the Bulldogs laughing up, having a good time with each other. Seamus out injured here. But the Bulldogs continuing to fight, and Owen is the one that's really just been the aggressor for the majority of this match. And that has really been something that Colton has struggled with, but has, at one occasion, gone and switched it around and gone for the takedown. But if Owen can hang on for just 36 more seconds, he can come out and win against one of the two senior captains on the Mansfield side. And he is a freshman. He has limited experience in this.
Yep, he just started a few weeks ago. And here he is, potentially beating the senior captain, Colton Johnson, one of the best fighters on Mansfield's team.
You don't become a captain by accident.
That's true.
So Colton, he has really good leadership, and he must be really good at what he does. So it's just, I can't get over the fact that it is incredibly, the inexperience to experience is so lopsided. You would think that this wouldn't have been over 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, on paper, senior captain versus freshman, kind of seems lopsided, but
Is they're bringing out everything here, making sure to clean the man, making sure that they get it clean and pristine. You're going to make sure that everything is safe for everybody to work on. That is of the utmost importance beyond anything else, is the safety of all the competitors and the wrestlers. That you don't want anything past anything. You don't want anybody past any germs or any sort of illnesses. You don't want anybody else's blood on your hands, especially if they're not the one you're wrestling. You don't want anybody's blood in your hands, period, but especially if it's not the guy that's sitting in front of you. So they're making sure that it is as clean and as sterile as possible.
little side note, but obviously the Bulldogs were also hampered with injuries. Connor Hanlon, Seamus Brown, and most importantly, which were all out with injuries, who all have gotten wins previously earlier on in the season. So obviously the Bulldogs, they need their new guys to step up.
Well, talk talking about new guys stepping up. Look at Owen Sanson. We keep talking about this. And Seamus Brown, his sister, Riley Brown, was a excellent wrestler in her own right at Canton High. And so you got to think that he's like calling up or he's asking like, okay, how can I improve this? How can I do better? And Seamus is always playing sports. He's the football, lacrosse. He's always doing something. And keeps going up and he keeps competing and keeps going. So he's always working on a different skill. He wants to try wrestling, and so here he is. And he's working out for his team.
Exactly, Kevin. Must be a big fan of the Kobe Bryant strategy, 24 hours a day.
And now looks to be, after they clean the mats, everything sterilized, Owen Sasson here against the senior captain, Colton Johnston. And Owen coming after right here. And now just trying to gather around here. Now Colton really needs his takedown to tie this one up. And they're going to lock up once again here. And now just trying to gather and trying to get back here.
Crowd is very invested.
Well, absolutely. And it's just 13 seconds left to go in this one. Keeps fighting, trying to go after the leg. But Owen sees, pushing his legs back, trying to make Colton reach for him. And by the time he reaches for him, Sasson can push him away. And Sasson with the biggest upset and the biggest win of the day. Sasson.
Exactly, Kevin. Obviously, fourth game, Colton Johnson, senior captain. As you can see right there, Sasson, very happy about his win. He goes over there to fist bump Mansfield head coach. He's obviously very happy about the win. And now here comes one of the best players on Kansas team, according to the Kansas Citizen, Julian Prentice.
Sasson the Assassin is what he'd call him. Just took down his opponent. And we want to thank everybody joining us here on the student station here that just saw the Canton Bulldogs boys team face off against their opponents where they pulled out the 2-1 victory. The girls team had a barn burner of a time with a 1-1 tie, as we see Julian Prentice here. So we're on the community station, Comcast 8, Verizon 43, and now on the student station, Verizon HD 2143, Verizon 41, and Comcast 12, and on CantonCommunityTV.org under the community station live stream and the student station live stream. And 2 points have been awarded here to the
Struggling so far, obviously, this is a little side note, but Prentice has yet to lose the season.
Well, Prentice is incredible, and he has been involved in everything that these two teams, that his team has done. And Prentice continuing to fight as he is only down 2-0 with just a minute left to go in this first. Oh, and he's going to go straight into the referee, and Julian's a big dude. I don't want him flying at me.
Obviously, the tensions are very high between these two fighters.
You know, coming after each other here. And now they're going to continue to get back at it here. Julian trying to get off his stomach and try to roll him off. And this has been the strategy that's worked so well for the Hornets so far this evening. Trying to just get his muscles up and trying to get him, push him over. He's got him, oh, they are, Mansfield's got the arms locked under Julian, so he's blocking the arms right there, so it's now all up to Julian's core to get him to move. But he has to just keep fighting and keep moving. Oh, and he's right onto the shoulder, and Julian's not gonna like this, as he's on one shoulder right now, fighting to get off. And now he's back on his stomach, so there's no danger. There'll be another takedown for the Hornets.
This has been a very surprising fight so far. As I said, Julian has yet to lose the season. Well, unfortunately, thus far, this win.
It could be, yeah.
This fight is just not going his way.
So that's the end of the first period, and it is 4-0 in favor of the Hornets. Now coming back after it here, Julian trying to get back and trying to fight. Julian almost down. He's down to one leg here. He's on one shoulder. He's going to get a chance. Still fighting, pressing up against that chin. Trying to get away, trying to keep that shoulder from hitting the mat. Oh, that's it.
Really shows how good of a fighter Ty is. As you can see, Julian Prentice is perhaps one of the best fighters on the team. Some people have even compared him to wrestling CHS wrestling legend Eddie Marinelli, who graduated in 2020. As you can see right there, you might not be able to see it, but in the background you might see wrestling sectoil. What does that say? Sectile. Doesn't really matter, but sectionals champion.
As the team shaking hands here. And gathering the handshakes and showing after that big meet there. So the Bulldogs will take the L here as they lose 55-21 to the Mansfield Hornets in varsity wrestling action.
Coach Matt and his players have to be disappointed by this result. As you can see, Mansfield and Canton, they are both Hogmock Conference rivals, and both teams really wanted to win this game. So,
well, they needed to win this game. Canton will go off to face that tournament in Cohasset this Saturday, facing Cohasset, Bristol, Plymouth, the Regional Technical, and Narragansett Regional. And that will be this Saturday at 9 a.m. in Cohasset. And for the Hornets, they'll take on a tournament of their own in Woburn this Saturday.
I'm sure Canton really wanted this win, but in the end, just a bad loss.
Well, you'll see they'll improve from it. There are definitely bright spots there. You see Richard was actually an incredible sport there. Coming up in the JV, you saw Owen Sasson doing great. Julian only on his first loss of the season, according to you, so that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
But then the riding and the takedown of the legs, the Hornets just took down the legs and controlled the rest of the game. And controlled every match for the most part. It's hard to get up when somebody's on the mid part of your back and has control of your arms. That only leaves your legs, and that's hard to push up not only your body but another human body on top of you.
I feel like this win by Mansfield really just shows how good of a team Mansfield is. I mean, Canton, while the record may not seem the best, they definitely do have a lot of fight in them. And as you can see right there, Mansfield's, well, they just have a lot of talented fighters, especially as you can see at the beginning of the game. I felt like Dylan Detch, is that his name, Dylan Detch? I feel like he had a really good fight against, well, I'm pretty sure it was Matthew Sika. I feel like he had a lot of great effort, a lot of great fighting himself, and overall, I felt like Mansfield had a really good strategy in winning this game. What are your thoughts, Kevin?
As you see the two coaches going back and forth, that was really, that match kind of tells the story of the whole meet here, is that they kept fighting, but every time they get up, they would slam back down, and every time they get up, they would slam back down. So after you keep getting slammed back down, you keep getting up, but eventually time runs out, and the score gets a little too high for you to then take off your opponent.
I'm sure Coach Nick Matz will, in the upcoming week in practice, he will probably be preaching better preparation. As you can see in the game, Mansfield, they obviously
hey Kevin, we're ready to roll credits. Just start wrapping it up.
Well, unfortunately, that'll be it today. As you can see, Mansfield takes the win, 55-21. I'm Mo Santos. He's Kevin Prague. You can follow Kevin Prague on Twitter. You can follow me on my socials. Just thank you. Have a great night.